Hi there. I have something new for you today. I have a first line Friday. So I've been doing the first page Friday videos, and in those videos, what I do is that I read the first page of a book that I want to introduce you to, a book that I would recommend that you read. But for today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a first line Friday. So for first line Friday, what I'm doing here is that I'm giving you the first line to a piece of writing. This could be a nonfiction piece of writing, so you could do a personal essay around this. You could do a memoir piece or a reflective piece around this. You could turn this into poetry, so you could make this into any kind of poem in any form that you would like to. Or you could use this for a story. This could be a really short story, such as a 100-word story, or this could be extended out to a 10-page short story, something to that effect. So I have 3 first lines for you for First Line Friday. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to choose one of these first lines to try out. Okay? You can write in any genre and any form that you want to, but I just want you to choose one of these first lines for First Line Friday. Okay, here we go. So here's your first line. We used to burn them. So from there, you can continue on and you can turn this into anything that you want to. So since it's using that first person plural of we, right? You can think about something that's happened in your life. We used to burn them. Maybe you're thinking about we used to burn leaves or something like that, and you have an image of this occurring and you want to turn that into a memory that you capture in a reflective piece, in a memoir piece. Maybe you want to turn this into something that has a science fiction or a fantasy flair or something to that effect. Certainly you could do that. Maybe you feel like, you know what, I like this, but I don't want it to be we because I don't want to include that first person. I want to put a character in here. So I might put like Sandra used to burn them or something to that effect. You can certainly make little changes in there to get that first line down. Oftentimes what happens is once we get started with a piece of writing, then the rest of it just comes for us. It starts to flow once we get that first line down. So this is the idea behind this. All right, we used to burn them. That's your first line Friday. All right, here's your second example. Mama said I shouldn't do it, but I've never been a good listener. So this one again lends itself really well to a memoir piece. So if you're thinking about a particular instance where this would match up with an experience that you had of where you received advice and chose not to follow it for whatever reason, this could work out really well to just get that story started from the very beginning there. Mama said I shouldn't do it, but I've never been a good listener. Right? We're revealing character. We're setting the stage for the story. We've got a little bit of information that's setting us up from the very beginning here that's intriguing to the reader. So the reader is going to say, well, I want to know what's happening here. This is pretty interesting, right? And that's something that you definitely want with that first line, okay? So that's your second piece. Again, any format, any genre is fine. If it's going to be poetry, if it's going to be story, if it's going to be song lyrics, if it's going to be whatever that it's going to be, totally fine. But there's your first line. All right, here's your last one. This is the first line for First Line Friday. We heard the sound before the flash. Okay, we heard the sound before the flash. So with this, you could add in some science about which you notice first, if it's the flash or if it's the sound, and if this is the right way or if this is backward and how that might be important. Or you can change out one of those words if you choose to. If you don't want it to be first person plural of we, and you want to put in a character in there instead, you want to say it's Eric or something to that effect, fine, you can certainly plug in a character there. If you want to pull one of those words out, like you want to take out flash and you want to replace that with something else, certainly you could do that too. So this gets you started here. We heard the sound before the flash. All right, so that is your first line Friday. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take one of these lines and I'd like you to run with it, okay? So I want you to take this and I want you to go write something. It could be a poem, it can be a story, it can be a memoir piece, it can be an essay. This could go in any direction that works out for you. But what I want you to do is I want you to put pencil to paper and I want you to start writing. I hope this helps you along your way. and I hope you get a really interesting piece out of this. Alrighty, take care. Bye-bye.